Can a city renounce its obligations as a tax district and pass those responsibilities onto the county? To find out, you have to read The Matter of St. Lawrence County versus City of Ogdensburg, but it's 8 pages. Don't have time for that? I've got you covered. This is TLDR, Too Long Didn't Read, where I cover New York Court of Appeals cases in 5 minutes or less if I can do it. This is the case of Matter of St. Lawrence County versus City of Ogdensburg. The citation for this case is 2023, New York Slip Opinion 02757. This is published by the New York Court of Appeals on May 23rd of 2023, and the issue in this case is the ability, the authority for a city to transfer its tax district authorities to the county and make it their responsibility, and whether that's constitutional and legal. The law you have to understand to appreciate how this case fits in and what it means is real estate property tax law governs what a tax district is. And tax districts have the responsibility of collecting taxes, which is the good part. They like that because they get a lot of money. But then the hardest part about collecting taxes is what do you do when people don't pay their taxes? It's the tax enforcement part. It's the delinquent enforcement of unpaid taxes that winds up taking a lot of effort and time and money. They have to go to court. They have to file things. They have to file liens. If they keep not paying, you have to then try to collect after you sell the property. It's a big mess and a headache for local government. But real property tax law governs whose responsibility this is. And the statute says that it's the county and or the city. And specifically, it sets out the process for enforcing and collecting delinquent real estate property taxes and says that a city is a tax district unless it's a city for which the county enforces delinquent taxes pursuant to the city's charter. So the statute links whether a city is a tax district with what the charter says. That's what you have to understand about that. And the second thing you have to understand is that the Article 9 of the New York State Constitution says that local governments can make all kinds of laws about a wide range of areas, but there's 2 limitations on that. Number 1, it can't be inconsistent with state law. And number 2, it can't impair the ability or powers of another local government. So you can't say, you can't hurt another government by your own laws. Okay. So what are the facts here? The facts are that in 1994, the city of Ogdensburg, which is in the county of St. Lawrence County, basically opted into RPTL Article 11. It said that they were the tax collectors. They were the tax district. So they were the ones collecting taxes, but also having to enforce delinquent taxes on behalf of itself, the county, and the school board. But in 2021, the city of Ogdensburg changed it. They made a local law. They changed their charter. They changed the city charter to say, the charter was changed to, quote, relinquish the city's tax foreclosure responsibility with the intent of all foreclosure responsibilities defaulting to the county. So the statute, the charter itself, pushed the responsibility for tax collection onto the county. The law also said it's the county's responsibility to enforce delinquent city taxes. The county obviously gets upset because even though they have more power, they have more responsibility, more obligations, more money it takes to carry out these responsibilities. So the county files an Article 78 proceeding. An Article 78 proceeding says that a branch of government, a local official or a branch of government has done something wrong. They've exceeded their authority. And they say the city of Ogdensburg did the wrong thing here. They passed the buck on to us, which violates Article 9 of the Constitution, they say, and it's inconsistent with state law, and it impairs our ability to govern ourselves. The city moves to dismiss, saying you haven't alleged anything that we did anything wrong, and it goes to a motion, and the Supreme Court, the first court that looks at this says the city's right, dismisses the petition. They appeal. It goes to the appellate division. They say the city's right. And it goes to the Court of Appeals, and this is the holding. Basically, the city goes 3 for 3 winning, and the county loses 3 in a row. The Court of Appeals says that when the city amended its charter by saying the city was no longer a tax district, that was effective. That's what the real property tax law envisioned. It specifically said a city is a tax district unless the charter says it's not. And here they amended the charter to say they're not. So then the Court of Appeals addressed the arguments made by the county. As to the argument that it violates the state constitution, they said it does not violate the state constitution. They're just going through what the statutory scheme was. It does not impair your ability. It actually increases your powers. It gives you more powers to collect taxes and enforce delinquent tax liens and such. They say the fact that it creates more responsibility for you is not a violation of the state law or the Constitution. So the answer to the question, can the city do this? Yes, they can. And that's the case of the county of St. Lawrence County versus the city of Ogdensburg. Have a good day. If you like what you just saw and want to see more just like it, please hit like or subscribe to let me know.